You're listening to Paranormal TV Network, and you're tuned in to Haunted Moments, and I am your host, Reverend Dr. Theresa F. Koch. Probably one of the most famous and talked about hauntings in the United States has got to be the Amityville haunting. Though the Amityville house is most famously linked to the Ronald DeFiaro killings in November 1974, it was originally used to house Native Americans that were thought to be insane, sick, or withering. Those Indians were buried on the property, obviously from less than peaceful circumstances. Did these Indians, buried on unconsecrated ground, lend to the later strange tragedy that would make this house so very famous? In the early hours of November 13th, 1974, Ronald De Fiaro fatally shot his father, two brothers, and his sister. All were found in their beds, face down, and despite the neighbors' houses being close together, no one heard screams or noises. Ronald claimed that ghosts were present during the events and had goaded him into eliminating his siblings, though his original intent was just to execute his father. The home on 112 Ocean Avenue eventually went up for sale and was later purchased by George and Kathy Lutz for $80,000. Though they were told by the realtor about the tragedy, the Lutz were so enamored with the home, the pool, the garage, and 4,000 square feet of waterfront that they immediately made an offer. The next 28 days are the events that led to the book and movie, Amityville Horror. Moving day should have been a clue when the leashed family dog tried to flee the property immediately, jumped the fence, and hung himself. Though the dog survived the ordeal, this was an ominous sign of things yet to come. What followed could not have been fluffed up any more by Hollywood itself. The Lutz claimed that keyholes oozed goo, the toilet water turned black, and nasty smells started to permeate the house. Septic problems? I wonder. George started to get sick and lose weight, but if it was a general septic or well problem, the whole family should have been affected, especially the children. Later on, noises entered the house. The front door slammed on its own and footsteps pattered about the house. George also stated that static noises could be heard throughout. When he investigated the downstairs area where they thought the source was, he found the furniture moved and the carpets were all rolled back. At the suggestion of friends who said that they too had experienced ghostly experiences in this house, the Lord's Prayer was recited room to room. That's when the noise went from static to full-blown words, including one screamed phrase, "Will you please stop?" As if that wasn't enough to motivate this family to leave the home immediately, entities gathered strength and started making themselves physically present. Kathy claimed that she felt a presence embracing her from behind. The family claimed they could see eyes peering at them through the windows at night. When they would investigate, all they would find were hoof tracks accompanied by the odd squeal. Other sightings included a little boy on the second floor landing in a dark, cloaked figure. Their daughter Missy then developed a ghostly friendship with someone by the name Jody. Missy claimed that Jody was an angel and could change shapes. Ominously, she said that Jody had told her, "You'll live forever." The departure from the house is a bit ambiguous, but the way George tells it, the house almost felt like it was coming alive. With flexing walls and groans, they decided to make a very quick departure to Kathy's mother's house during a very stormy night. After the Lutz fled, they requested paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren to visit the home. The Warrens went to the house along with a Duke University professor and the president of the American Society for Psychic Research. Their reports included strong clairvisual and clairaudible messages from the ghosts dwelling in the house, air that seemed to solidify, and Ed claimed that he saw shadows along with thousands of pinpoints of light, which was down in the cellar, and those shadows tried to push him about, scaring him out of his mind. There was not a person at that investigation that didn't declare the place felt of utter terror. Lorraine declared that the stronghold from the ghosts would be so severe to ever dislodge her. So wretched was the feeling that the Duke professor rumored to have passed out from fear. Whether or not the facts of this case were stretched or a complete hoax altogether, it still remains one of the most frightening and sensationalized ghost stories of our time. You've been listening to Paranormal TV Network, and you're tuned in to Haunted Moments, and I have been your host, Reverend Dr. Theresa F. Koch.